with you, if you'd please put it on vibrate or silent. We would appreciate that courtesy. We always begin the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we would ask you to remain standing for a moment of silence. Mr. Kennedy, could you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing. We'll have a moment of silence. Thank you, everyone. I'll ask, I guess, Colleen, could you call the roll, please?
Absolutely. Commissioner Sanada?
Here.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Here.
Commissioner Vogler?
Here. You did that very well. We have a quorum. Right now, the folks in the room are a number of our courthouse departments. We have no members of the public here at this time. If anyone would come in, I'll go over the protocol for public comment. We'll skip that for now unless someone would happen to come in. And under row officer reports, we don't require row officers to be here, but anytime they show up, we certainly give them the opportunity to speak. I will open it for any public comment that anyone might have. Again, as I mentioned, folks in the room are all from our departments here at the courthouse organization. So hearing no public comments, we'll reopen this before we adjourn later in the morning. Under fiscal and contractual, we have some repository properties that have been submitted to us. I note that our tax claim director, Mr. Burek, is with us. I'm guessing, Brian, that's why you're here, in case we have any questions.
Yes, the agenda that was posted online had duplicated one of the parcel numbers, but Colleen caught it. It's been corrected. I just want to make sure the agenda reflected the proper parcel numbers. But if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer.
No, I appreciate that. And I know we had to call on you yesterday afternoon to come over and help clarify a couple things, but I appreciate your helping both Colleen and myself as we stitch this all together. So thank you, Brian. The first resolution, would one of you ladies know what number we start with?
Number 149.
Thank you. Resolution 149. Colleen, you're batting 1,000. This first resolution, it involves a bid that was made to the tax claim office for repository property. Mr. Brian Champion, Mr. Brian Champion placed a $500 bid on a parcel located at West Terrace Avenue in the 8th Ward of the city of Newcastle, parcel number 0833100. On June 22, the City of Newcastle's council approved and accepted Mr. Champion's bid. It appears as though the school district did not respond, and now it comes before us to take action. This is Resolution 149. Brian, anything else I think this is all self-explanatory, but anything else you need to add?
If the city approves, we recommend approval.
Thank you. Questions? Mr. Kennedy? Mr. Sanada?
No.
Thank you. Would one of you wish to make a motion for the approval of Resolution 149?
I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 149.
And I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. If we have no other concerns, we'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sanada?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next on the agenda, Resolution 150. It's also a bid on a repository property within the city of Newcastle. Mr. Brian Champion submitted a $500 bid on a parcel also on West Terrace Avenue in the 8th Ward, specifically number 08-081300. And on June 22, the Newcastle City Council accepted this bid. It appears as though we did not hear back from the Newcastle Area School District, so now it's up to us to take action. Again, this is resolution 150. Would one of you gentlemen wish to make a motion?
I'll make that. I'll second the motion.
Thank you both. Any concerns? If not, we'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sanado?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thanks, Colleen. And then resolution 151, Mr. Brian Champion submitted a $500 bid on a parcel located in the 3rd ward of the city of Newcastle on Spruce Street. Parcel ID number 03-003700. Newcastle City Council accepted this bid on June 22. It appears we did not hear back from the school district, so now it's up for us to take action. Gentlemen, would one of you care to make a motion for resolution 151?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, could we have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Sanado?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you. Mr. Burek, we, as always, appreciate your joining us and appreciate your help and input today. You're welcome to stick around if you'd like. If you have to head back, we understand. Thank you. Next on the agenda, we have warrant registers from the Controller's Office, which are also referred to as check reconciliation documents. They are actually dated, it says on the agenda July 7. There are a couple here from July 9 as well. And Dan and Chris, take whatever time you need to look them over. And once you've done so, if you'd like to make a motion for us to accept these documents, that would certainly be in order.
I'll make that motion.
And I looked at them and I will second the motion.
Thank you both, gentlemen. Once again, these are for the warrant registers dated July 7 and July 9. If there are no questions, we'll ask Colleen to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Sanado?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you so much. The minutes of the July 7 meeting are in our Commissioners' meeting of July 7. They're in our packet. Once again, gentlemen, take whatever time you need to look them over. And once you've done so, be happy to take a motion to adopt the minutes.
I make a motion to adopt the minutes.
And I'll second.
Thank you both. If there are no concerns, we'll ask for a roll call.
Commissioner Sanado?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Under written correspondence, we've received 4 documents in the last week that we'll enter into the record. The first letter comes from CEC Civil and Environmental Consultants, Inc., out of Monroeville in Allegheny County. It is a notice of submittal of plant-wide applicability limit permit renewal on behalf of Newcastle Power LLC, the Newcastle Generating Station that is located in Taylor Township. And this advises us that the company and the engineering firm on behalf of the company is submitting this renewal application to the Department of Environmental Protection for the generating station in Taylor Township. This document will be submitted to the DEP's Northwest Regional Office in Meadville. We have no regulatory authority over this matter. However, they are required to notify us of this action, and I believe they would do likewise with the Taylor Township Supervisor. The next, any questions, gentlemen? Thank you. And the next document comes from Pennsylvania Department of Transportation, their Bridgeville office in Allegheny County, noting that they are informing us that they have developed construction plans to conduct a bridge replacement project on Frew Mill Road, State Route 1012, over a branch of the Big Run, and this specific area where the bridge will be replaced is in Shenango Township of Lawrence County. The project consists of fully replacing the existing 1-lane concrete encased steel I-beam bridge with a precast reinforced concrete box culvert, allowing enough room for 2 lanes of traffic with shoulders across the box culvert. Project also includes additional roadway approach work with guide rail updates. We anticipate construction activities will be performed in the summer of 2027, at which time the Fruh Mill Road will be closed, at least that section will be closed. And they will have a posted detour. It will involve utilizing State Route 388, State Route 422, and Business Route 422, and then Cascade Street. Now, the entire Fruh Mill Road will not be closed, just the section that involves this bridge near the branch of the Big Run. So again, this will not start until next year, but they are giving us notification to that effect. My hope is that they have notified the Shenango Township supervisors as well. The next two documents are blast notifications from companies that are doing work in the county. Heidelberg Materials out of Connellsville advises us that they will be blasting at the Midland Large Non-Coal Surface Mine in North Beaver Township, approximately 1 mile northeast of the borough of Bessemer, west of the intersection of Hoffmaster Road and Smalls Ferry Road. And it discusses the time frame of the blasting that they will be doing. And then also Allegheny Minerals of Katanning has submitted a document to us. They propose to conduct overburden and production blasting in compliance with all state and federal laws at its surface mining operation located in Slippery Rock Township of Lawrence County. And this is known as the Myers Mine. Gentlemen, those are the 4 documents we've received. Are there any questions or concerns? And if not, would one of you care to make a motion for us to accept and file these documents?
I'll make that.
I'll second the motion.
Both, and we'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sonato?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Commissioner reports and comments. Today, Mr. Sonata, you get to go first.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I had a few activities this past week, and I had an opportunity to represent the county commissioners at the 125th anniversary of Bethel Native Church. It's one of our African American churches located in the city of Newcastle, and they've been such a great partner in the community for all those years. The history of that church, I had a chance to listen to that at the event, and it's just amazing how far back it goes. And they had one of the pastors who was there years ago, and I was the main speaker. So I was happy to represent the county at that event. My other probably big event this weekend was the big boy train that came to Lawrence County, and I went down to Waltham to see it, Waltham Borough, and I can say this: I had never seen the number of people in the borough of Waltham that I saw that day. There had to be over 1,000 plus people there. The fire department had a breakfast, and that line was a mile long. They ran out of food. I actually wanted an Orman's donut. They were selling Orman's donuts. And to my surprise, it started at 8:30. In retrospect, it probably should have started at 7. When I was told from people I talked to, and a lot of them came from Pittsburgh, Beaver County, Butler County, Ohio. They came to Waltham, which is a good thing. But it's like, I think if they would have known people were there starting at 7 a.m. in the morning, and I just didn't expect it. So, like me, I went for 25 after 8. Drove through the borough, and I saw Chief Janetti directing traffic there. I actually had to park across the highway, walk across the highway. So it was a good, positive thing to see the train. It arrived about 10:45. It was something to see, and I think everyone really had a good time there and see it. And I'm happy about the fire department being able to sell everything and make some money from them. And it was good for Waltham. It was good for Lawrence County. I know that Christian Kenny went somewhere else. I'll let him talk about that. But when you hear people and to see the response that train got, and I will say this, I'm glad I went to Wampum, because if I would have went to Struthers, I'm told now, the last I read was over 10,000. I just saw some pictures from up in the sky that was posted. That would not have been a good thing. I mean, I'm sure it would have been good if you were there early, but that many people clogged in, it was something to see. So that's pretty much all I have.
Thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate you representing us at the church celebration. Let's see, is that next?
Yes.
I'll note within the last week, three of us last Tuesday did attend the ceremony at UPMC Jameson, where they unveiled their new, you have to help me, gentlemen, MRI and CT scan.
Yes.
Did I get both those right?
Yes.
They've made significant investments in those two pieces of medical equipment. We appreciate the hospital asking us to join them with their employees in that celebration. The three of us also attended the quarterly meeting of the Ag Preservation Board up in Wilmington Township last Thursday. Some upcoming matters this week. Today at 1:30, the West Central Job Partnership Governing Board, which is comprised of the three of us and the three Mercer County Commissioners, will be holding their quarterly meeting in this room today again at 1:30. That is open to the public if anybody wishes to attend. County Commissioner Bill Finley of Mercer County is the current chair of that board. And I'll note that this coming Friday at 1 o'clock, the Forward Lawrence is working with a company known as Capo Supply out in Chenango Township. They've opened a facility out in the Commerce Park out there, and they're having a ribbon cutting ceremony this coming Friday at 1. And then I believe on Saturday, I think it's on all three of our schedules to go down to the borough of Enon Valley for their annual Community Day. It's always a nice event. If you have a family, or even if you don't have a family, it's worth going to. There's a lot to do down there, and it's just a very delightful day that the folks down there put together. We always look forward to that. And I believe that's all I have. I know Mr. Kennedy and his wife Debbie went out to Mahoning Township to watch the engine train come through. But I'll turn it over to you, sir.
Well, we pulled in there and parked and walked up to see the train, and it came 2 seconds later. So I got there right in time. But walking away, we're talking about Jameson. I hear this guy yell at me. I turn around, it's Dave Patton and his wife. They were there to see the train too. It's always good to see Dave out. He's done very good for Jameson. I was really proud of him. Besides that, yeah, we'll be at Eden Valley on Saturday morning early. So we'll get down there. The other thing, on Friday, Amy McKinney and I and Chris are going down to an SBC meeting down at South Point, Pittsburgh. We'll be there most of the day. At 9:30, and I think it ends up at 2 or 2:30. So we'll be out in the office most of the day on Friday. Besides that, that's really all I have.
Thank you very much, Dan. I neglected to note that normally the prison board would have their regular monthly meeting tomorrow at noon, but we have been advised that meeting has been canceled. So there is no prison board meeting tomorrow at noon. So I think we've covered everything. That'll take us to new business. And our first agenda item is Resolution 152 that comes from the Planning Office. And Mary Glass is with us today. And Mary, it's always nice to have you here, so thanks for joining us. Mary is bringing to us a resolution, I believe, on behalf of the Redevelopment Authority of the county. It appears they have been working with an organization known as the Flywheel Sports-Based Youth Development. And that organization has worked with the redevelopment authority to secure some parcels here in the city of Newcastle that predate the tax claim system. And I know Mr. Burik's familiar with this, that before the legislature allowed counties to establish a tax claim process, they used to be called treasurer sales. Correct me if I misstate anything, Brian. So we have on the books parcels that go back many, many years ago. In fact, according to this document, some back as far as the 1920s, where the county secured these parcels. Most of them were vacant lots. Many of them were on hillsides. Refresh my poor memory. There has to be a document somewhere that lists all these parcels. Is it in your office? Is it in the assessment office? I have to admit, I'm not sure where it's physically located. Do you know?
We got the list from the assessment office,
Okay.
so I have a current list that I'm updating as we're transferring them.
Okay, good. So that's where it was located, so thank you. Brian, did I overlook anything on that little history of, thank you. So what has happened here is the redevelopment authority has entered into an agreement with this organization. And Mary is going to give us more of the specifics about it and the process, but what has to happen today is that in order for this to come about, the commissioners have to accept and then convey and transfer these properties to the redevelopment authority. And then they will take it to the next step with this organization, if I have this correct. But let me turn it over to you and you can tell us all the specifics if you would.
Okay, well, you've covered a lot of it. So Flywheel Sports-Based Youth Development, we have, through the redevelopment authority, already transferred them 14 lots adjacent to Gaston Park, which they are using towards their revitalization project there at the park, which is targeted towards youth that, may not have access to like sporting events, just at-risk youth. They are currently have some grants through a couple of different places, one for $100,000, which they are using for new lighting on the courts, and one for $20,000 for programming and equipment. They are working with the United States Tennis Association to resurface the Denver Avenue courts and revitalizing the entrance and things there. So these lots also are adjacent to the park, not in the park. And we have sent a list of these properties to the city. They then sent them to Dawn Services, and then I got to Ty Rice, who is the head of Flywheel Sports here in Newcastle. And so he then came and approached us with these 26 lots that he would like to go ahead and purchase, towards part of that project. And as you can see, I attached the list. Some of these do go back to the 20s. Some of them went through as many as 5 sales and were never sold. So this will be helpful to get them off of our list and also helpful for Flywheel Sports to continue their project there. And we will, if the resolution passes, create a deed for all of these lots to be transferred to the redevelopment authority and then so on to Flywheel.
Mary, I appreciate your giving us that information. According to the list that you submitted to us, it appears that the lots are all located in the 5th ward of the city of Newcastle, and they are either on or near the following streets: Baltimore Avenue, Bluff Street, and Denver Street in that area. Am I to understand that either Ty Rice or someone from that organization did come to one of the public meetings of the redevelopment authority to talk about this?
He is scheduled to come to the next meeting, which is on July 30th.
Very good. And then the action that we could take today, which again would convey and transfer these listed properties from the county to the redevelopment authority. That will then allow you to follow through with his proposal. Is that correct?
Correct.
I'm going to see if Mr. Kennedy has questions.
None at all.
Thank you. Thank you. And Mr. Sonata.
No, it looks like it's a good project and something that's gonna be good for, the south side of Newcastle. Just reading the paper that you had here, it's just, it's nice to see them making investments down there. These are dollars that's coming from the private sector. That's a good thing, and I see, picture you have here, these young kids, learning a sport, tennis. It's good, I think it's good for the community, and I commend Mr. Rice for his efforts. I think it's a good thing.
Thank you, Chris. One thing I'll also note, I neglected to mention this, and it's stated in the resolution that the redevelopment authority is utilizing what is known as their exempt property purchase program that allows qualified applicants to acquire vacant lots that are owned by the redevelopment authority for a structured fee based upon their approved application.
Correct.
Well, Brian, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but since you're still with us, do you have any questions or concerns? Thank you. This is Resolution 152. Would one of you wish to make a motion for its approval?
I'll make the motion to approve.
And I'll second.
Thank you. Mary, anything else we need to know before we vote?
No, sir.
We'll take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sanada?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you. Mary, it's nice to have you with us, and thanks for helping us with this. As we always say, you're welcome to stick around, but if you have to head back to your office, we understand.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mary. Take care.
You too.
Brian, have a good day. We have a number of resolutions today from the Mental Health and Developmental Services Office. Scott Baldwin, the director of that office, is with us. Dan and Chris, would you object if we just take them all and then maybe have one blanket motion at the end?
Sure.
And if you need to split any of them out, just say so. We can always do that. The first one, 153, is a contract between the county and BHC Advanced Services up in Mercer County. And when we were putting this together, initially, we didn't have all the documentation, but we have since, thanks, I think, to Albert Antonelli and maybe you and the work that Jackie and Colleen did, we do have the finished document. It is the resolution, but it also has all of the supporting documents along with it. So there's a pretty thick, there should be a pretty thick set in your packet. But Scott, what can you tell us about this first proposal?
Yeah, so this is a contract that actually Mercer or BHC has with the county. This is actually a form of revenue for us. So we draw down funds to pay for forensic services. It's not an actual Lawrence County contract. It's something that BHC has with our office. So I believe it needs to run through a public meeting for approval. But it's a source of revenue for us. It's to the tune of 200 and some change, 200,000 and some change. It pays for some services we do at the jail, our co-responders at Josh's office. So this is a source of revenue. We fund services with them.
Hard to say no to
No,
this,
we
isn't it?
usually don't.
I'm going to see if Mr. Sonata has questions.
No.
Mr. Kennedy? Okay, thank you. That was 153. We'll keep moving then. Number 154 is, I'm guessing, a renewal of a contract with Patch's Place, which is based here in the city of Newcastle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Dan, so these other 6 ones are our contracts. These are all renewals. And these are all paid for under the Human Services Block Grant, which we're great, just passed the state. So these are at no cost to the county directly. These are all paid out of a combination of state and federal dollars. So the first one is Patches Place, and these contracts run this fiscal year, so they'll start July 1st, 2026 and run through to June 30th, 2027. And Patches Place is on the west side of the old elementary school there. It operates a couple different programs. One is our drop-in center, where our mental health members can go and participate in a variety of activities during the day. They feed them lunch. And like I said, have lots of activities. They also have a rep payee program where they help manage individuals' dollars if they need it. And they also do the CFST surveys, which gives us feedback on the quality of services that our providers are doing. And that dollar amount is for $597,000.
Scott, thank you. I'm going to ask Mr. Kennedy if he has any questions. Thank you. Mr. Sonata? Number 155 would be a contract renewal with People in Need, which is based in Union Township. Scott, what can you tell us about this one?
So People in Need is one of 3 mental health clinics we have in Lawrence County. Stan said they're up in Union Township off West State Street. And they've been around for quite a while. The dollars that we give them is just to help support areas that they can't bill insurance for. So usually the agencies take a loss. We support them to the tune of $60,000, and it goes towards case management services. And, Sharon Hodge recently retired. They have a new director up there, Rachel Fossweiler. We're welcoming her in and glad to help them out.
Mr. Sonata, questions? Mr. Kennedy? Thank you. Resolution 156 would be a contract renewal with Mark Enterprises that has facilities in both Shenango and Neshannock Townships. Scott, can you enlighten us on this one?
Yeah, and Mark, it's one of those cornerstone agencies that have been in the county for such a long time. They really are our largest developmental service provider, not just through the services they do, but the employment that they offer. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with Susan Waterbond, the service they do, and we just love the relationship and are always grateful that they always step forward and support our members. And they are the workforce development. They do community groups and support, but their core is that employment development program. The budget amount is $509,936. And again, Mark, it's an agency that we would be lost without.
Thank you very much. Dan, any questions? Chris? Thank you. Number 157, contract renewal with Guiding Changes Counseling. Are they out on Wilmington Road in Neshannock? Thank you. Can you fill us in on this one, please?
So Guiding Changes was formerly Clover Psychological. So Kathy retired, well-deserved. And the new agency that took over there is called Guiding Changes. The core staff is all intact. Tanya Salman is now the CEO there. But they do a lot of specialized forensic services that are desperately needed, not just in Lawrence County, but in the entire state. We're very fortunate to have a provider in Lawrence. Other counties, so they don't have anything. So to make sure we have that relationship and keep them here, we partner with them to support services they do at the jail. We do a lot of specialized assessments, and again, it's a great relationship, and we support them in anything we can do. And that contract total is for $150,000.
Thank you, Scott. Mr. Sonata, questions? Mr. Kennedy? Thank you. Resolution 158 would be a contract with Children's Advocacy Center of Lawrence County, and I believe they're based in Union Township. Scott, can you enlighten us?
Yeah, again, Children's Advocacy, another well-known provider. We have a contract with every year. And these are children's-based services, family reunification. They do a lot of services for victims, advocacy for families that need extra support. Again, we're always happy to partner with Jeanette Rice there. we would be sore to lose them. So the financial part is, again, to support these areas that may have shortfalls in grant funding. And that total amount is $85,000. It's an agency that sort of speaks for itself.
You've named some really good people in the last 10 minutes, including Jeanette. We're blessed to have people like some of the folks that you've named this morning. Mr. Kennedy, do you have any questions? Mr. Sanada?
No.
Thank you. Number 159, Achieve Rehabilitation Services and Support. This is one I'm scratching my head trying to place where they're located.
So it's a fairly new provider. It's a renewal contract we've been having with them the last 3 years. It's a small agency. They're actually located in the Patches Place School. They do psychiatric rehabilitation services, which is a skill building service. They will help folks on how to catch a bus or how to go grocery shopping. So it's really a hands-on program that is designed around supporting people to live independently. Some folks that don't have insurance need that service, and so we pay for that. So it's not a lot. It's a $30,000 contract, but we really like that agency. They do a great job, and again, it's a service. It's what we do here. So great to support them.
Thank you, Scott. Dan, questions? No. Chris? No. Gentlemen, you've heard the proposals that Mr. Baldwin has brought forward in the form of resolutions 153 up through and including 159. Got my numbers right?
You do.
Thank you. Would one of the commissioners wish to make a motion to approve these proposals?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Gentlemen, thank you both. Final questions. Dan, any final questions? Chris?
No.
We'll take a roll call, please, on these listed resolutions.
Commissioner Sanada?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you very much. Scott, great to see you, and
I might see you two guys tomorrow. Scholarship
Yes.
lunch down at the confluence. You're welcome to come.
I'm glad I RSVP'd. I hope my colleagues are.
Well, you guys are busy. If something comes up, I get it. But
The prison board has been canceled,
So there you go. Come have lunch.
I've got the flyer going along up in my office. I'll drop it off.
So this is senior kids.
Yeah, so it's the first year that it's a Health Choices funded program for Medicaid. They help with the work shortage in our field. They offered high school seniors that are going into the mental health field in their colleges to give them a $5,000 scholarship
Wow.
each year. So there were 5 seniors selected in Lawrence County to receive that. And I think all but one family can attend, so we're just going to honor them
That's
and kind of
tremendous.
celebrate them a little tomorrow. So
Great,
that's
great.
some fun stuff. to
We'll
do.
try to make it. That's on my calendar.
Yeah.
And it's a darn good thing prison board got canceled.
Yeah.
That worked
I
out
actually
well.
confirmed for you, and I said, we got a prison board, and like 20 minutes later,
Yeah.
got canceled, because we can't miss our meetings.
There you
I'm
go.
like,
That's perfect.
somehow
It
God's
worked out.
with you, yes. But no, we
I
got
should be able to come down. I just took the things good.
Yeah, great. Well, no, I get it. No problem. You guys are busy. We'll
We
see
had,
you guys tomorrow.
that's what was on there. And the rest of it, I think I took.
Thanks for inviting.
Thanks, guys.
Good to see you,
Yeah,
Scott.
you too. Bye-bye.
Take care. We have 2 requests from the district attorney for budget transfer from within his budget. The first is a $3,600 request from the district attorney's contingency account into that of vehicle expense. If you don't mind, I'll just read the other one. If you'd like, we can take one motion if you'd like. Also, the district attorney is asking for a transfer of $220 from his subscriptions line item and $100 from his office equipment minor line item. It's a total of $320 that will go into his association dues line item. Dan, any questions?
No.
Chris? Nope. One of you wish to make a motion to approve the district attorney's budget transfer request?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Thank you both, and if there are no other concerns, we'll ask for a roll call.
Commissioner Sanada?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes?
Motion carries.
Thank you, Colleen. Some announcements. The Board of Commissioners will meet a week from today, July 21, at 10 a.m. in this room. It's open to the public. I'll note that on August 4, which would be 3 weeks from today if my math is correct, we will not have a commissioners meeting. That coincides with the annual State County Commissioners Association Conference that's taking place in Monroe County. And my two colleagues will be attending that conference. So we will not have a meeting on the 4th of August. And then again, I want to remind everyone that at 1:30 today, West Central Job Partnership Governing Board meeting takes place in this room. And that meeting is open to the public. These are the announcements I have. For public comment, I'll just note for the record that the audience seats are empty. There's nobody else in the room other than our very faithful and our staff who are with us today. Closing comments from my fellow commissioners, Mr. Sanada. Mr. Kennedy. Thank you. Ladies or Joe, anything we've missed or overlooked? No, sir. All right. Thank you all. Appreciate everybody's help in putting everything together. And there being no other business to be brought before the commissioners, could I please have an adjournment motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor, please say aye. Aye, opposed, same sign. Motion carries. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody. Joe, thanks for helping us over there. I've got the little flyer on that thing, but I'll just show it. With the news, yeah. Call to order our regular public meeting of the Lawrence County Board of, thank you, Eric. For the Lawrence County Board of Commissioners, today is Tuesday, July 7 of 2026. A few housekeeping items. We are live streaming the meeting and it's also being recorded. We would ask that if you have any kind of an electronic communication device, if you please put it on vibrate or silent. We appreciate that courtesy. We always begin the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. We also ask at the end of the pledge, if you remain standing, we'll have a moment of silence. There's one person we hope you'll keep his family in mind. And Brian, you might be able to help me on this just to confirm, or maybe Debbie. I saw the obituary for Gerald Senchak from Taylor Township, and I believe he was a township supervisor at one time. Is that your recollection? Okay. So if we could keep Mr. Senchak's family in our thoughts. So if you'll please rise, and Commissioner Sanada, could you lead us in the pledge? Sure.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing. We'll have a moment of silence. Thank you, everyone. We have the roll call, please.
Commissioner Sanada?
Here.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Here.
Commissioner Vogler?
Here, we have a quorum. Takes us down. Did everybody get a copy of the agenda? I believe they're available if you all need one. Explanation of procedures to the audience. We, at our meetings, we have two opportunities for public comment. One is just a few moments from now, then we open it back up before we adjourn. If you'd like to make a public comment, you're welcome to speak both times. If you just want to speak one of the two times, that's fine. Or if you're just here to listen, that's also fine. You're not obligated to speak, but you're welcome to. We ask if you do have comments, if you could try to limit it to about 5 minutes or so. We don't have a stopwatch up here, but we do ask for, out of respect for people's schedule. And we ask that your comments be related to county government matters. If you have a federal concern or a state concern, we recommend you talk to your federal or state legislators. If it's a local municipal concern, we suggest you talk to your city, borough, or township officials. But if it's a county-related matter, you're at the right place. So we'll get to that very shortly. We always set aside time for any of our elected row officers. They're not obligated to attend these meetings, but they're always welcome to. And sometimes they have matters of business. But today, we don't have any agenda items that pertain directly to our elected row officers, so none of them happen to be here. That takes us to public comment. If anybody wishes to comment, you can do one of two things. You're either welcome to comment from where you're sitting, or if you'd like to come up and have a seat. Either way, we're very flexible. And if you do have a comment, if you could state your name for the record, we'd appreciate that as well. So I'll open it up if anybody wishes to speak at this time. Yes, sir.
Yes, hi.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Commissioners, Mr. Vanasco. I'm going to hand this to Mr. Sinato because I've already provided a copy to you, Commissioner, and you, Commissioner.
Incidentally, if that's the email you sent us, we did forward it.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Sure. Never mind. I'm just being very, you're with Mr. Vanasco, then he doesn't have those documents.
Sure. Mr. Maresca, you're welcome to sit if
Oh,
you're
thank
more
you.
comfortable.
Appreciate it.
Certainly.
Good morning. My name is Devin Ryan Maresca. I reside at 308 East Edgewood Avenue here in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. I do not attend these meetings. It's the first commissioner meeting I've attended, hopefully my last. It's very important. It's a severe issue regarding transparency. And I've copied you, Commissioner Kennedy, you, Commissioner Vogler, Mr. Sinato, you're aware. Mr. Vanasco, you were actually looped into a previous email correspondence with our county solicitor, Jason Midor, and assistant county solicitor, Emily Perotti. I have a problem with our election director, Tim Germani. And my problem is this. I file right to know requests with my local city government, and it's no secret. I'm sure everybody reads the papers. My focus is strictly city, my local municipality, not county. In my routine record observations, I had a positive dialogue and rapport with Mr. Germani up until June 22nd. May 12th, I asked him for Mayor Mark Alisco's SoFi Statement of Financial Interest from 2023. This is within the 5-year mark per state law that it should be retained and not purged. No problem whatsoever. He emailed me a PDF copy. All well and good. It got shared on social media. That is my fashion. I try to be transparent because I see many things are broken in my municipality and I try to get to the root of it. Why? After May 12th, and I'm not the only one this has occurred to, other residents, one of them being Justin Byers, and there's another one, a mayoral candidate, made a request for SoFis. For SoFis, Statements of Financial Interest. And they're being roadblocked, including myself, with boilerplate right to know law, instead of being forthcoming with the documents. First of all, election law supersedes right to know law. I don't understand why he clammed up. And it comes off as he's running interference. I'm just saying it out loud for everybody to hear. I copied Mr. Vanasco as the county administrator. When I reached out to Jason Midor, the county solicitor, what's going on, he gave me a bureaucratic response, refer to right to know law. None. Fortunately, Ms. Perotti stepped in as county solicitor. I don't know if she was wearing the hat of the assistant district attorney that day or not, to supersede Jason Midor, who's our county solicitor, top dog. But I was able to obtain Mayor Mark Alisco's 2019. I also asked for his 2015 Statement of Financial Interest. Per state law, in 5 years, you're not supposed to have it. And they told me that. But in the same sentence, come down and pick it up, the 2019. So when I picked up the document, and for the record, it showed that Mayor Mark Alisco lied on it. It's a pattern of abuse that I'm tracking personally. And the state is involved at this point as well. All right, the Office of the Attorney General. When I brought it up, how is it a mathematical impossibility that you can give me a document that is 7 years old, but you can't suddenly give me his 2015, 11-year-old document? You're being selective. And again, it's coming with that gatekeeping process. And I'm throwing that word out there, gatekeeping. I don't appreciate that. when I am thrown boilerplate case law to defend this, okay, well, again, it's election law. How are you able to give me a document that's so old here but not here? Why are you playing interference? Another issue I brought up, and it was brought to my attention by party leadership, Republican Party leadership in the county. A candidate who is a perennial candidate, who somehow he's polling in the top 3. I'm not going to mention his name, but I've mentioned it in my emails to you guys, just out of respect to everybody at home. How he is polling in the top 3 in the last 3 election cycles, but for one of four city council seats, he yet somehow loses as soon as the mail-in ballots get tallied. Now, this is America, this is democracy, votes get tallied. But when you have this man, Tim Germani, our election director, telling this candidate to his face, well, that seems strange. I don't know how you could not have won. Me, I'm a sheriff. I don't keep things to myself. I'm very loud and very vocal. This person is not so much. Reasons, I can't tell you why. But I've shared it with you guys personally in an email. This is disturbing. I shouldn't have to come up against this kind of interference. I shouldn't have to be told and go through a very long chain of emails to get something so simple as a piece of paper. Nobody should. And if that's true, even regarding remotely true about the mail-in ballots, well, you shouldn't be making statements like that as the election director. You should be scrutinizing it. That's your job. I mean, I understand his job is ministerial when it comes to providing documents, but I could also make the argument, mostly everybody in this room, except for me, I'm a transplant from Florida, grew up here or lived here long enough. How do you not know a particular candidate hasn't served in office before for 12 years? How do you know he doesn't have an income? I mean, he worked for a school district for 30 years, yet you just blanketly sign off. It makes it sound as if it's in tandem, and I don't want to believe that, but that's how it comes on. Optics bad. But that's all I want. I want to call on you guys, as you county commissioners, your fiduciary responsibility is to oversee the election and voter services. I would investigate, strongly investigate this. Don't let this go. Party leadership is aware. Our state representatives are aware. And the state is aware, because I did report this to the Office of the Attorney General. Thank you very much for your time and consideration, guys. I appreciate it.
Mr. Maresca, thank you. I want to particularly express our appreciation that you took the time to write to us through this email process. And you did give us, for lack of a better term, advance notification to be here today. I appreciate that. You certainly weren't obligated to do that. So thank you for giving us this opportunity, not only to review what you have sent us in writing, but in addition, the comments that you've just made to us this morning. And what we will do is take both your comments now as well as the written documents and review them, discuss the matter with particularly our primary solicitor, Mr. Medor. Just to clarify a couple things, Attorney Sanchez Perotti, as you correctly noted, is the assistant or deputy county solicitor. One of the things we've given to her in terms of one of her responsibilities is to handle right to know requests. So she handles all of them that come in. The other thing, and I'm not going to hang on this technicality because that's all this is. Many of the matters that you talked about involve our voter services office, and you are correct. That is one of our departments that does report to this board. The technicality is it reports to us when we are considered the Board of Elections. Now, so today we're having a public meeting as the Board of Commissioners, and everything you did was appropriate. The technicality would have been I could have sat up here and said, well, we're not meeting today as the Board of Elections. You got to wait until the Board of Elections meet. We're not going to do that. We're not going to make you wait. That wouldn't be appropriate. But the county code is specific as it relates to giving the commissioners the responsibility and authority as the Board of Elections, which is somewhat separate from us being commissioners. And I might add, the county code, and I'm glad they've done it this way. We are the Board of Elections unless one or both or all three of us happen to be running in that particular calendar year. Then we are required to step off of the Board of Elections. That may happen next year. If one or both of these gentlemen choose to run for re-election. I'm not, I'm retiring at the end of next year. I got a year and a half left. So as such, since I'm not going to be on the ballot next year, I'm permitted to continue to serve as a member of the Board of Elections. If Mr. Sonata and Mr. Kennedy, if they reach a point where they announce their intent to seek re-election, when that happens, they're required by law to no longer be on the Board of Elections. And then what happens, based on the law, is the president judge then will appoint two individuals